What's up guys, and welcome back to another Attack on Titan 2 Final Battle playthrough video. So, real quick, I wanted to just say that I was farming on the story mode and then another mode for my character. Managed to get my character to level 120, which is the max for Final Battle. I also maxed their base stats to 40. So the only way I'm going to increase that further is territory recovery once I get to that. But that's pretty much the only thing that's really happened. When we left off in character episode mode, we were up in the cavern and we were fighting Kenny. Kenny got attacked by Levi, and then Kenny left. Well, he fled deeper into the cavern. Same thing with Caven, I think her name is. And then they put that little net so the scouts couldn't like get through. So now we're gonna move on with the main part, and right here we got Eren's choice. So let's see what that's gonna be.
リヴァイたちがケニーらを追跡する一方、洞窟の奥ではロッドレイスが巨人化し。
So deep within the cavern, Reiss had taken Titan form. So this doesn't really show much like that the anime did, but basically what happened is like Kenny was fighting with Rod was trying to get Krista to turn into a Titan and eat Eren. And so she didn't do it, and Rod basically took the injection himself. So that's basically what happened right here. That's one thing I'll say about like the Final Battle DLC. It doesn't really show much of really what's happening. Yeah, then of course it's just pictures like this, so. But right there, they're pretty much getting Eren out, and the light you're seeing right there is from Reiss transforming into a Titan. So pretty much the whole cavern is collapsing around them right now. So right here, they pretty much got no hope at getting out. Eren's trying to figure out what to do. And so right here, he's seeing a little... a bottle, I guess you can say, that says armor written on it.
初めてってわけじゃねえだろこんなの。
私がエレンを。
無理だ。もう逃げられない。
じゃあ何もせずに。
So right there, pretty much everybody else is, you know, thinking of how they can get out, or you know, at least keeping their spirits up on their getting out. But Eren right here doesn't believe they can.
私たちが人類の敵だから。
So Levi's telling him right here, once again, Eren's fate is in their hands. So he can either try to save them or just sit back and have all of them die. So right there, Eren, you know, took the little bottle, basically injected the fluid, or consumed the fluid, I guess. and it made it to where his Titan was able to do that crystal like Annie does. So now he's gained that ability. And then right here we got a battle outside the walls of Orvu district, and that right there you're seeing is pretty much Rod Reiss's Titan. Now right here I want to see, okay, so no, I can't actually change any equipment on here. I thought I could with the triangle, but that just lets you see everything. But basically this right here is just gonna be us fighting his Titan form, which at this point in the story for Attack on Titan, Rod Reiss has the largest Titan ever. At this point in the story, I forget how tall it was. I'll put it on screen right now, so you can see that. But that's how tall he was compared to Colossal, which was 60 meters, I think it was, because it was like just above the wall, which are 50 meters. But right there, there's Rod Reiss's Titan form. It was crawling because it hadn't formed enough to where he could like actually stand up. So the whole time right here, he was crawling, and he was crawling towards the wall. So right now, he's heading to Orvu district.
Historia. 言い忘れていたが、お前にやってもらうことがある。
So right here, Levi's telling Historia that after all this is over, he wants her to take up the throne as their true heir and their new queen. And of course Sasha being like, Queen Historia, like, yeah. Krista being queen. So right here he's saying instead of the military leading the people right now, they need Historia to be queen. So right there, they're kind of like, you know, taking up for her, saying like, you know, what if she doesn't want to be queen, or is she going through a lot right now? She doesn't need to be queen. But right here, Historia has made up her mind. She's gonna be queen. So right there, her condition is let her be the one to see her fate to its end. Several hours later, atop the wall, I didn't get to read what that last bit was, but up top the wall. So hours later, he's now shown up. So as you can see, that's what he looks like. And what you're supposed to do is mount the artillery, and see we got infinite stuff, so we just fire at it. And it's pretty much all you do for the most part for like this first phase of Rod Reiss battle. Honestly, I think they did pretty well with the scale of how he is, up in game at least. I mean, even like right here, he looks massive, so. So I think you at least gotta hit these points, the green ones. So just gonna keep hitting over there. And of course, the hitbox ain't too big on it, so some of those shots missed. So now we gotta target the next arm.
どう砲撃は効いてる
And in the anime, this was actually, like, compared to the game, obviously the anime, like, cutscene wise and graphic wise, it looks better. But like this looked really cool up in the anime. I remember when I first watched it, it was just so, it was so shocking to me how they had a whole nother Titan that was larger than the Colossal, since the Colossal was the largest we ever saw. And just how Rod Reiss's Titan was, like whenever he gets closer, and like you'll see it in just a bit, but whenever he gets closer, like it was probably one of the coolest scenes to me. But I'd say up in the whole final battle, like DLC, like story missions, this is probably one of my favorites, is Rod Reiss's Titan battle. Definitely one of my favorites to do. Even though it's like boring first part, but it's just cool to me seeing like how massive this is. Even though we aren't like on the ground fighting him, and he's not like huge as he could be, but still. So there we go, we completed that part, and I'll move on to the next one. I think in total this fight has like 3 phases if I remember correctly. So right there during that cutscene, you see him standing over the wall right here. He's pretty massive, but they had to censor this in game, obviously, because rating. But his whole face in the anime, you can see it, and then his stomach right there. It didn't show it, but his guts like actually come out like onto the wall. And the reason why they were dumping water on him was because of the steam coming off. So right here in the second stage of the battle against Rod Reiss's Titan, you can use circle to launch ODM bombs. Land an ODM bomb at the same time as Sasha to upset Titan Rod Reiss's balance and make it fall. Pay attention to what Sasha says and does to determine the best time to fire. This part took me quite a while to do, my very first time playing this DLC, so it's probably going to take me a bit to do again. Okay, so that was actually pretty lucky for me. I was pretty sure I was going to fail the first part, but I'm probably going to fail at least one for sure. But this is pretty much the second stage you're doing in this fight, just doing this. This part is probably the most annoying, I'd say, in the whole fight, because, you know, you gotta time it and everything. It's just like, eh. But pretty much once you see, like, in that little pop-up bubble window where Sasha's like about to fire, she'll kind of move slightly, so that's when your best time to do it is. So this is pretty much the last stage. I can't really do much, but this was also one of the cool parts to me. I missed that. This part took me a while to do as well, but this part's cool to me because it's like you target the bits flying out of the sky, because one of these is like where you gotta actually kill him, because even though he's blown apart right now, you actually still gotta kill him. So in third stage of the battle against Reiss's Titan, you can use the left stick to take aim at the chunks of flesh that come raining down. When a target is in your crosshairs, hit triangle to charge forward at breakneck speed. Once in proximity, press triangle at just the right moment to slash the piece of flesh. So right now we just gotta slice up these chunks. This part is like very weird for me, like doing the sneak attack stuff, but it's alright. So that's pretty much it, and Historia now is fighting as well, so.
私のこの体では止められない。誰が本体を見つけたのか。あれは。
So right here, somebody found the part they needed to cut, and it was Historia.
の中からロットレースの本体を探し当てたのは他ならぬ彼の娘ヒストリアだった。ロットレース巨人を仕留めたヒストリアは民衆の前で自らが真の壁の女王であると宣言。女王としての正当性だけでなく、己の力を民衆に示してみせたのである。その一方で、ケニーはレイス家の地下洞窟から脱出した際に重傷を負い、今まさに死の淵にあった。
卑怯で臆病なロッドレースに代わり、先代の当主から王の力を継承した弟は。
So right here, Kenny is talking about Rod Reiss, younger brother, Yurdi, I think that said, inherited the power of the king.
ウーリは圧倒的な力でこの俺をいとも簡単にねじ伏せた。それほどの力を持った王がこの俺に神戸を垂れたんだ。俺はその場で力になりたいと伝え、ウーリはうなずいた。アッカーマン家への迫害が終わり、俺は妹を訪ねた。そこで死にかけの崖に出会った。リヴァイだ。親に飼われるほどできた人間じゃねえ。俺はただ奴に地下街で生きる術を教えた。リヴァイと別れた頃、すっかり追いさらばえていたウーリはいずれ自分の力がロッドの子たちに引き継がれると語った。その力は神にも等しい力だ。もしも手に入れれば、俺でもあいつと対等な景色が見られるかもしれねえと思ったんだ。
A forested area on the outskirts of Orville. So right there you get a little bit of backstory as to Levi, his interactions with Kenny, and then you get more backstory on Kenny, how he, basically became a servant of the king Uri, and just how he saw Uri with that tremendous power and everything. So right here, Levi already saying, you're good as dead.
Yeah.
And right here is one of the injections. This is what Rod Reiss was trying to use on Historia to get her to turn into a Titan and eat Eren. So this right here is stuff to turn somebody into a Titan. So right here, Kenny slipped one out of Rod's bag. Don't know how many Rod was carrying, so...
それを打つ時間も体力も。
So right there, Kenny was just, saying, oh, I can inject myself, become a Titan, and, at least survive. But even then, Kenny wouldn't survive because Levi's standing right in front of you and he can just easily murder you and your Titan form. But, yeah, and then like Levi right here is just saying, you had enough time to do it, why didn't you? And Kenny just doesn't know.
今なら奴のやったことはわかる気が。俺が見てきた奴らみんなそうだった。酒だったり女だったり神様だったりもする。 一族、王様、夢、子供、力。みんな何かに酔っ払ってねえとやってらんなかったんだな。みんな何かの奴隷だった。あいつでさえも。お前はなんだ、英雄か？
ケニー、話せ。初代王はなぜ人類の存続を望まない？
知らねえよ。だが俺らアッカーマンが王政と対立した理由はそれだ。
俺の姓もアッカーマンらしいな。あんた本当は母さんのなんだ？
バカがただの兄貴だ。
あの時なんで俺から去っていった？
俺は人の親にはなれねえよ。
ケニー、
真の王よ、ヒストリア女王。
本当にやるのか？
うん、やる。殴った後で言ってやればいい。殴り返してみろって。
お前な、ヒストリア恨んでないならやめとけよ。
どうだ、私は女王様だぞ。文句あれば。
お前らありがとうな。
So that was a lot of cutscenes right there. I mainly just wanted to be silent on the part with Kenny, because that was by far my favorite part of the series right there. Kenny became my favorite character mostly at that moment, because just how his character was right there, even to the end, like, you know, oh, revealed that it was Levi's uncle, and then just how much he wanted to, like, even just his speech on how everybody was drunk on something or a slave to something for power, and just everything in general. I love that part. And the fact that, like, he was like, you know, oh, I was never fit to be somebody's dad, you know, I feel like if Kenny actually stayed with Levi, he probably could have changed. So for that, I really do love Kenny as a character. Another part is Historia is now queen, and during that scene you saw she punched Levi. Whenever I first saw that scene playing the DLC, that was so funny to me. I remember even in the trailers they showed it, so that was cool. And during that scene, the coats that they were wearing, I love those coats. I really wish that you could wear them in game, but I love them. Those are like the best things that they ever even got up in the whole series, in my opinion. But that's done. So a new episode's been added. We can now use Kenny in another mode, and he can now appear in Territory Recovery. You can learn a new gesture, Intimidate. You can now use gestures during the story mode, another mode, Territory Recovery. So no new materials, which I think we probably got about every material in the game right now. Probably. So right there we unlocked another branch. And then we unlocked another main part. And we've unlocked this one. So we unlocked the 104th Cadet story episodes. In these episodes you can enjoy the story from the viewpoint of different characters from the Scout Regiment story. So basically for this downward branch right here we got another battle outside the walls. Then for the main story we have episode 4, Thunder Spear Test, which that will be a new weapon. And then down here in the new branch we got episode 1, Gunshots. So this is going to be where you play from other characters' point of view during the point where Eren and Historia got kidnapped. So that's what that is. But that's going to be it for this part. This was pretty long, but I really did enjoy this. The whole boss fight, seeing Reiss's Titan form again. The whole cutscenes with Kenny, the cutscenes with Historia and everything. So I did really love all this. So that's going to be it for this part. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.